Hi Taurus, welcome to your first week of January pick a card reading. This reading is going to be all about this Queen of Pentacles energy that is your monthly theme that came out in your 2020 forecast, and relief, which is the theme of this week, and that came out in your January general. So we're talking about really feeling in your element and how to best move through a situation where you feel like you're in your power, and what ways that you can act to move through it. Because this relief, as we talked about in the other one, was about stopping the worry and having more of a game plan, so you feel relieved that things are starting to make some more sense. So for your pick a card, I've chosen Audacious Action Angels Oracle and the Klimt Tarot. So this will be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and pause the video and choose which one feels like it has your messages, and then I'll timestamp them below so you can skip to them, to the one that you picked. Okay, so let's start with stack number 1. You received Ace of Wands in reverse, King of Cups, and Crazy Mystique. So with these, what I'm getting is going to be the decisions you're making this week are going to be coming from the heart, and they're going to be radically directed inward towards your self-care. And it's going to be, the choices you're making may not be understood by others, and it may be a situation where people are advising you, or where most other people would conventionally choose to act out and to move forward in some way and to be rash or impulsive, and you're choosing instead that your emotional health is going to be the most important thing, and that's going to come first for you. And so you're like, I'm not going to try to take action out in the world and try to control things. I need to take care of myself first, and I'm going to need to make sure that my emotional stability is in place first. So what do I need to be emotionally stable to move through the situation? And it's going to have to be, it just may not make sense to others, and that's not going to be your priority. It's going to be, what do I need? What does my heart need? And what do my emotions need in order to stay stable so that I can move forward through whatever the situation is? Okay, so that's Taurus, first week of January, stack 1. Stack number 2, you receive 4 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Cups, and Warmly Receptive. So this feels like letting go of control of the way you want the outcome to look, and being willing to make this is opening your hands to receiving whatever the universe has for you, instead of it's saying, I want a certain thing, but appending the phrase "or better" afterwards, and being like it's kind of emptying your expectations and emptying yourself of the way you think it needs to be, and just knowing that there are good things for you, and that what's yours is coming, and that you aren't going to be able to control it or define it or design it. You just have to open your hands out, close your eyes, and let the present be put into them. And so it does mean kind of surrendering certain milestones that you thought you may have reached at a certain time, or surrendering your idea of what success looks like, or surrendering your idea of who was going to be around to celebrate it with you. It is definitely surrendering a certain construct that you had thought up, that this is how the success has to look, and how you had set wishes before that you thought would fulfill you, and now maybe you've gotten them or not, and you're redefining whether that's really the most important thing to you. And so you kind of emptied yourself, and you're open for something else and something more. All right, stack 3, you have 2 of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Magic Wand. So Taurus, stack 3, first week of January. It feels as though this relief has come because you've made a decision in direction, and a decision which way you want to go, and the new path that you want to take. And so whatever this is, it's going to require, it is the week that you're going to voice it and you're going to talk about it, and it's going to require communication around it. And so it's like where you declare authoritatively, this is the direction I want to go, this is what I'm going, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want. And then after that, though, you have to let go of how that happens and how you get there. And kind of, you've set, it's like setting the dial on where you're going, setting the compass or whatever. And then you have to let the universe do it, take you there. I'm trying to think of a navigational device that does that, where you just plug in your coordinates and just sit back and then you go. But that's essentially what you're doing this first week of January. So stay tuned for the second week.